Hi, I'm Cynthia from AQ Lighting, and we are all hunkering down and at home, and all of our employees are at home. And what we discovered is we are starting to do it yourself projects. So we have had sort of a 1980s fan, and we're going to show you how to change it out. We're going to do a whole series on all the do-it-yourself projects that relate to lighting, and you will see us there. So Brian over here has the fixture, the fan that is going to be going up, and we're going to show you how easy it is to do that.
Okay, well, first of all, I don't know if you've seen the old fan that we're replacing, but that's the reason we're replacing it with this beautiful one here. So it's a little dated, we want to get rid of it. We started out, we didn't want to make this video too long for you, so we did a little prep work beforehand. So first, we'll show you a little bit about this fan, and we'll go from there. First thing, we had to kill the breaker. So number one thing, kill the power. Let's not work with live electricity. These wires here started out probably about 6 to 7 feet long. I chopped them off right away just to make it easier to work with. We're going to be cutting them down even further here in a minute, so we can actually install it. Let me show you the side here. This is where the light goes. You do not all fixtures have the light. They actually give you a choice if you want to use the light or if you want to use the dummy plate. So we're going to use the light. So this is super easy. All you had to do was install the LED panel, 2 wires, twist on the glass globe, done. We started installing the blades, and I'm going to finish this one here while Tom is taking down the old one up there. Okay, so there's definitely a top and a bottom to the blade. Make sure you're installing that right. I have 3 shorter screws here. I have a rubber gasket and the metal washer on top. So that's what secures the blade. Next is the cover, just covering that up. A couple longer screws here. Okay, that's how easy it was to do the other 2. No problem. Let me show you a little bit more about this right here. So I had to install all this. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that your rod goes through all of these pieces. So I had to put it through this piece here, this ring, and this cover. You take the rod and you just screw it into this thing here. There's a couple set screws after it goes in all the way, and then there's also a little rod here that goes through the hole and secures it perfectly. So that will never fall out of there. So once you put the rod through everything, screw it in, secure it here, that's ready to go. So as soon as Tom's ready, I'll cut this off here in a minute and we'll actually hand that up. So while he's finishing, let me show you what we had here on the switches. So originally, this fan we had 2 power going up there. So we had a red wire and a black wire. One was for the lights and one was for the fans. So we had 2 switches. So now these fans are smart. We don't need 2 hots going up into that box. So we are going to actually make a dummy switch. So this switch now will become a dummy switch, and all we did was wire up the main switch here. So it's really simple. You got your ground, your power in, and your power out. It's ready to go. So Tom, how are we looking up there?
Good. So what he meant by that is these switch legs, we have a neutral coming from that box. We have a power line, which is called a switch leg, and another switch leg. We abandoned the red switch leg in the box. I'm also going to abandon the red switch leg, and I'm going to put a wire nut on it, so if anybody else gets in this box, they'll understand what I've done and made it a wire that's there but no power to it, no power around it, and that's what it is.
So one thing to keep in mind, we replaced this. That box up there, that was a fan box. So it is fully capable of supporting this heavy fan. Now if you had a surface mounted light in a bedroom or something like that, it may not be capable of supporting something like this. So make sure you have a fan box that is capable of supporting this weight. That would, number one, safety.
We're also on a sloped ceiling here. This bracket is designed to hang the fixture. We've done the measurement. We should be fine with the way it comes down, so when it does turn on, it doesn't hit this. This is designed to go in and hang. What you want to make sure is you're facing the notch uphill. So instead of it hanging this way where you could lose the fan, you hang it uphill. You can only do what you can because the box is already mounted, but so you want to make it as close as you can to going uphill.
What's happening?
Try to get the
No, they
everything
put a
lined up.
3-inch, yeah, just getting everything lined up. But I think they put a 3-inch box.
It's a 3.0 box.
It's a 3.0 box, and this is designed to work with a 3.2 box.
We may be shut
Okay,
down for a minute.
we
may
actually have
to
a
change this
question.
out.
We have a question. Since it's on the angled or a slanted ceiling, will the fan rock or squeak when it's turned on?
No, because this box is clamped, and it's a solid box. So it's already solid, it's already had a fan. We know this one doesn't squeak because it's had a fan before. But if you anchor the box properly, this problem doesn't happen. You have to make sure you anchor it properly, that's all.
Okay, good.
Now what we're going to do here is we're going to find out which side that this is hanging on. They give us a lag bolt. So what we will do when we go to put this on is I'm going to put one of these, I'm going to test up here to see which where my stud is. The ceiling joist that is holding this box in. I will then line this up with the box, the 3-inch 3.0 box. Then I will use that lag to go into the wood, and now you'll be helped.
Are we going to get up in that attic?
It's felt now. Gotta be held by something.
Maybe a bracket in between the joists.
While he's doing that, should you do the switch? Can you install the switch over there?
It's basically installed.
Yeah, Brian, show them the
so-
switch. Show them how it was done. You can go over there. Let me.
Which I think we've already done. So this is basically already installed.
Oh, really? Okay, so then you just push it back in the wall?
You push those wires back in the wall, install the cover plates. And
Oh,
that's
can
it.
you do that?
We can.
Okay, so it's that easy. And that switch operates the fan and the light.
There'll be the fan and the light.
Okay, and then you just put the cover back on.
What he's going to do here in a minute, this is the receiver. So he will be, this is our 120 volt in. This will be the ground wire, this is the neutral, and there's our power. So he'll be connecting the same thing here. So that he'll become the ground, neutral, and power right there. Then these are the wires that will operate the fans and the lights. He'll be connecting these wires as well. He'll be doing that once we get this up there and ready to go. So it's really close. Did you actually find a stud or not?
No, I'm gonna need to build a bracket for it.
Okay.
Which will be a hickey.
So
I'll go out to the truck.
is this going to be we're gonna shut it down
I say
until
we
we get
have-
this built?
I say we have a recess. Cause I'm gonna
Taking
need
a
it
little break. All
gonna
right,
need to make
stay
it hickey
tuned. All
to
right,
hold
we'll
on to
see.
the box.
Give us
Okay, well, we're going to take a little break here. We're going to get a box together. We'll show you what we did. Sometimes it takes a hardware run, and that's the way projects work sometimes. And it looks like that's where we're on our way to, maybe to a hardware store, unless we have something here. If you guys have any questions, what we've done so far, or what we're going to do, hey, drop us a comment, give us a message.
coming.
Pardon me?
Part 2.
And we'll have part 2 coming up here in just a little bit.
All right.
See you in a few minutes.